Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these double-sided daisy earrings. So this is what they look like. So to make a pair of these you're going to need some size 11 seed beads. So you're going to need a colour for your petals. I'm going to use pink, and then you'll need an orange and a yellow for the centre. You'll need either a size 8 seed bead or a 3mm bead to go right in the middle. So it doesn't matter what shape that is, just 3mm bead. And then some size 11 green seed beads, or I'm using size 11 hex cut beads for this part. You'll also need your earring hook, size 12 beading needle and beading thread. So I'll leave the exact amount of thread you need down in the description box below. And that's everything, so let's get started. So I've threaded my needle onto my thread, and the first thing you need to do is pick up 42 beads of your first colour, your petal colour. So pick up 42 of those. And then you want to slide those down, so just double check, make sure you've counted correctly, otherwise the pattern is going to be incorrect. Slide them down until you've got about 3.5 inches at the end. Then you're going to come around and go through that first bead, heading forwards towards all the other beads, bringing it into a circle like this. Now you're going to pick up one of your second colour, which is the orange. Coming out of this bead here, what you're going to do is skip the next 5 beads and then go through the following 2. So skipping 5 and going through the next 2. Just keep your tail thread pulled nice and tight when you pull this through. So you have this, you can flip it into the middle and pull it tight like that, and then just hold that tail thread tight and hold that between your thumb and finger. Picking up another orange and doing the same again. So we're coming out of this bead, you're going to skip 5 and go through the following 2. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through the next 2, pull it through, again flip that bead into the centre, pull it tight. So we have this, and we're going to do the same again. So picking up an orange, skipping over 5 and going through the next 2. Pull it through, flip it into the middle and pull it nice and tight. Now you might get this happening. It doesn't matter until we get all the way around to the end. If they flip into the middle, it doesn't really matter at this point. Same again, picking up 1, skipping over 5 and going through the next 2. Pull that tight, picking up 1, skipping over 5 and through the next 2. Flip it into the middle and pull it tight. Now it's going to get a little bit like this, so don't worry too much, just make sure your tail thread's pulled tight, and your working thread you can kind of lay it flat and let it go loose. You see how we've got these threads showing? You can hold it with a loose tension at this point. Just make sure your tail thread's pulled tight though, so your original circle doesn't unravel. Picking up 1, skip over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Through the next 2 and up, also into that first orange bead we added. So skipping 5 through 2 and through the orange. Pull that through. Just make sure that last bead flips into the centre. You want to pull it tight to begin with and then lay it onto your bead mat and just flatten it out. Loosen it just enough so it lays flat like this. So from here, you're coming out of one of the orange, you're going to pick up your third colour, which is yellow. From this one, you're going to go straight through the next orange bead. Just make sure that sits in the middle. And again, don't pull it too tight, just keep it laid nice and flat, loose tension. Pick up a yellow, straight through the next orange bead. Picking up a yellow through the next orange bead. Again, just pulling it through loosely, not pulling it tight. Pick up a yellow through the next orange. And another yellow through the next orange. And last yellow. So I'm coming out of this orange here, I'm going to go through the next orange and up through the yellow above. Like that. Pull that through. Now you want to pull that nice and tight. Again, pull it tight, then lay it down on your mat and kind of loosen it out until it lays somewhat flat. Next thing you're going to do is build a second layer. So from here, coming out of a yellow, you're going to pick up an orange, skip that orange and go into the next yellow in the circle. That orange one should just sit on the top. Picking up an orange, going through the next yellow. Pick up an orange through the next yellow. Pick up an orange through the next yellow. Pick up an orange through the next yellow. And finally, picking up an orange through the next yellow and then up into that first orange bead that we added in this row. So we have this. Now we're coming out of an orange, we're going to add a circle of the yellow beads. So picking up yellow, and you want to be going into this middle circle of orange that you just added, not the ones on the bottom. So these ones right in the middle on the top. So coming out of this one and going through that next orange on the top row. Picking up a yellow and again through the next orange in the middle. Pick up a yellow through the next orange. Pick up a yellow through the next orange. Pick up yellow, go through the next orange. Picking up a yellow through the next orange and also up into that first yellow that we just added. Put that nice and tight. So now you should have this. So from here you're going to move forward through one orange in the middle. Then you're going to pick up two pink and going into that next orange just in these ones on the top row, these middle ones, not the ones on the bottom. So the ones on the top you want to be going through. Pick up two pink. Coming out of here, skipping the yellow and through the next orange on the top row. Same again, pick up two pink through the next orange on the top. Pick up two pink through the next orange. Picking up two pink through the next orange. Picking up two pinks through the next orange. And that was the end of the row. So now you want to go through the next two pink, the first two we added in this row, so the two that are on the top of the piece. Pulling it nice and tight at this point. So we have this. So from here, so you've got these groups of twos, pinks that are on the top, they're the ones you're going to be kind of using. And then, so we're coming out of this one here, you're going to pick up 2 pink and going into the end bead of this petal. So the middle bead at the top, next to the one we're coming out of here. So they just stack on top of the 2 below. Then picking up 2 pink again and going back down the other side and into the next 2 pink beads that were on that top circle. Pick up 2, going into that end bead of the next petal. Pick up 2, coming down and through the next 2 pink in that inner circle. Doing that all the way around, so picking up 2 into the end bead, and if it's a bit like this one where they're kind of sitting like this, you've got 5 beads in this petal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you always want to go through the 3rd middle one, just in case they're not sitting into a nice point like some of them. Pick up 2, back down the other side and into the next 2 pink beads, and keep doing that all the way around, so through the end bead and then through the 2 on the circle. Keep pulling it nice and tight now. You should have tight tension at this point. Through the one on the end, picking up 2, through the next 2 in the circle. So here I'm going to be working on the final petal, so picking up 2 like normal through the one on the end, and then picking up 2, back down and into these 2 in the middle, next 2 in the middle. Put it through, pull that nice and tight, and then make sure your tail thread's pulled tight as well. So we have this. From here, we're going to move down through the next orange bead and through the yellow one to get into the centre. So as long as you're coming out of one of the yellow beads in the middle, then you're going to pick up your 3mm bead or your size 8 seed bead, and coming out of this bead here in this direction, you want to go into the one opposite, so 3rd bead around in the same direction, so that my thread will also be coming out of this side of this bead, so up through that bead. Then you're going to go back through the bead just added and back into the bead on this side, but it's already connected to that side of the bead, so you want to go through the bottom, so it's connected on both sides. Pull that through, and then you can just kind of pop that down into the middle. So from here you want to move up into the end bead of one of your petals, so I'm going to go up through an orange bead, up and across through 2 pinks, because you kind of want to follow the path that the thread's already taken, so you're not creating new visible threads, and across through the one on the top. And this is where we're going to add our earring hook. Now if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to make it a continuous, like a bracelet, and you wanted to continue the stitch, from here you'd pick up 41 beads instead of 42, because this would be your 42nd bead, and then you'd literally, with that circle then of 42 including this one, you'd do the same thing we've done here again, repeat it, and then it can be a continuous stitch because of the way it's built from the outside in. So you could do a continuous stitch, or if you want to turn it into a charm or an earring, then from here you're going to pick up your earring hook. So this does have a front and a back, so the front is where this bead sits, nice and flush to the front. On the back it's sunken in, so that bead is not as visible. You can add a bead on the back as well, but it just has a neater look on the top this side. So when you pick up your earring hook, make sure you're picking it up so that it's going to hang with this as the front. So next thing to do is go ahead and pick that up. and then go back into that bead you're coming out of. No, I forgot to pick up my green beads, ignore me. First thing to do is pick up 4 of your green beads, getting carried away, and go back into that bead you're coming out of on the other side. Back up through 2, down through 2, and back across through that bead on the top, and then back up through the 2 on this left hand side. Now, same as what I said before, make sure you pick up your earring hook the right way around. So that way for me. And the reason I don't pick them all up and the earring hook is because the beads sometimes slip through the hook, and then your hook's over here and all your beads are this side, and then it's just easier if you create this loop first and then it can only sit here because it can't pass through the threads that you've already got here, if that makes sense. So your earring hook is going to sit in the middle where you want it, rather than 1 bead, then your earring hook, then 3, or, you know, sometimes it moves, the beads move through the loop of the hook. So then going down through the 2 on the other side, so it sits there, and then I'm going to go through that again a couple of times, just to make sure my earring hook's not going anywhere. Once you're happy that that's secure, I'm going to move across and then turning it over so I'm on the back of the piece. I'm going to move down and tie my knots on the back of the earring, just so that in case you can see them. So taking my needle, I'm going under the threads that are connecting the bead to the next one. So there's threads in there, make sure your needle's gone underneath those threads. Pull it down to get a small loop and then go through the loop twice. Pull it down slowly and just make sure it's going to tighten between the beads you're coming out of. Feel it tighten and then carry on through several beads. Pulling it tight again will make sure the knot disappears inside of a bead so you can't see it. And then continue tying knots before cutting off your thread. Just make sure you don't cut your thread next to where you tied your last knot, otherwise it's more likely to unravel. You want to weave away from your final knot before you cut your thread. And then once you've done that, then you can thread your needle onto this short tail thread, tie some knots in the same way and cut off that thread also. And then all that's left to do is to make your matching earring. So once you've done all that, then that'll be your earrings all finished. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and you're able to follow along. I think it's a really nice, simple stitch once you get the hang of it, and once you do get the hang of it, it's really quick and easy one to make. So here's the earrings. I think adding the extra layer, just the 3D, just makes it look a bit more like finished off. It looks neater, more professional. Here's a super sparkly one that I'm making. Haven't finished the other one for this yet, but look how sparkly. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and comment down below anything else you'd like to see. I've got a few videos planned that are coming up soon, including some Easter ones. But comment down below anything else you'd like to see, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and you can follow me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah. Thanks so much for watching everyone, see you next time, bye!